I guarantee tonight God's got a special word for you. I believe it's something that it's going to change your life for the better. It seems that in these days that people are willing to fight for virtually anything. And sometimes they'll fight and argue to the point of exhaustion. And at the end of all that fighting, they realize that their efforts were simply in vain. We'll use our faith for the simple things. But when it comes time for pain and turmoil and tribulation, we'll say, God, I really need you, but we'll only pray as long as we have time to worry again. We fight for some of the simplest of things. But when it comes time to really fight, we forget that we have the fight inside of us. I believe there may be someone in this room who said they've gone to doctor after doctor after doctor, friend after friend after friend, associate after associate after associate, trying to get some sort of healing for whatever circumstances they're going through, and yet they've returned with absolutely nothing. But yet she was alone, but she was not lonely. Because she knew the Bible talks about greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. There was something on the inside of her that said that despite my situation, I must keep fighting. My question to you this evening is, what are you fighting for? And it seems that she got broken down so much. I believe that her infirmity had broken her to the point that she could no longer walk. I believe that if she suffered for so long that walking became a challenge to her. To even step out of her house was a challenge for her to even make one foot in front of the other. She said, I can't do it because I've been suffering for 12 long years. So she was forced to her knees and her hands, and all she could do was crawl. It's when I'm on my feet that I can say, well, I got this. I can take care of it. I might be hurting. I might be stumbling. I can look to the left, and I can turn to this friend. I can turn to that friend. But now that I've been struck down to my knees, I can do nothing else but look up, because I'm down, but I'm not out. So can you imagine all these people around Jesus, and here she is at a distance saying, I'm going to get there. It's going to take me a while, but I'm going to get there. God, I'm hurting inside, but I'm going to get there. God, I know it's going to take me a while, but I'm going to get there. I know they see all these people around you, and everyone else is getting their healing, and everybody's getting what they want, and I'm not getting there as fast as I expect to get it, but I'm going to keep crawling. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm going to keep crawling. Have you quit crawling? She was right at the edge of Jesus. She saw him from a distance, and she began to crawl, and she's crawling, and she's crawling. She's on her belly, she's on her hands, she's on her knees, she's crawling, and right when she gets to the position where he should have been, where she saw him from her house, he's now moved past her. Listen, just because your dream seems like it's almost out of reach doesn't mean you can't reach it still. The Bible says that she came from behind and touched the hem of his garment. She was like, Jesus, even if I can't get to your head, your hand, your elbow, or your wrist, I will find the hem of your garment and still get what I've got to receive. How long are you willing to fight? My next point is this: I shall not die, but live. I believe that there are things in our lives that are causing us to feel like we should just give up and die. Look at me, I've got a record. Nobody's going to want to hire me. I've been through some things. I've got a past. Nobody's going to want me. I shall not die, but live. Well, but my clothes, they don't look the way that they clothes look. I shall not die, but live. But I don't have everything that everyone else has. I shall not die, but live. But he has a better car than I do. I shall not die, but live. But my kids are acting up. I shall not die, but live. But my husband isn't doing the things he did when we first got married. I shall not die, but live. But my wife doesn't treat me the way she's supposed to. I shall not die, but live. But I have a sickness in my body, and the doctors are telling me you're not going to win. I shall not die, but live. I have this migraine that won't leave me alone. I shall not die, but live. But I don't have the things that everyone else has. I shall not die, but live. She crawled to him not because she thought that she could get healed by him. She crawled because she knew that she would be healed by him. So in your crawling, and your crying, and your praying, and in your pursuing, don't do it because you think that he could. Do it because you know that he will